What's up, Sports G-Spot Nation? I'm your anchor waiting, bringing you the heat from St. James Park. Tonight's Champions League clash between Newcastle United and FC Barcelona was one for the books. This is your match analysis review. Goals, attempts, saves, critical moments, statistics, everything. Let's dive in. Barcelona snatched it 2-1 in dramatic fashion, but Newcastle pushed so hard they almost stole something huge. 2 shocks, 1 beauty, and an all-important late goal. But was it enough? Stick around to find out and see what swung this game. Newcastle came out strong. They dominated early territory, forced corners, pulled apart possession, looked dangerous on counters. One of the biggest moments, Javi Barnes had a great shot, after good work from Elanga and a nice cross. But Joan Garcia in the Barcelona goal was alert. Saved it, kept it 0-0. Barcelona also had moments. A free kick from around 30 yards by Rafinha that fizzed over the bar. Discipline. Dan Burn got booked late in the first half for foul on count. Many thought it deserved more. There was talk of possible red, but it remained a yellow. Gerard Martin also picked up a yellow for a late challenge. Halftime, 0-0, but you could sense the momentum was with Newcastle. They had the better chances, but just couldn't convert. Minute 58, Marcus Rashford, for Barcelona, leaps off Fabian Scar, meets a cross from Jules Count, heads it past Nick Pope. Barcelona lead. Minute 60-70, Newcastle desperately pressing back. Some near misses. A free kick by Newcastle, good positional play, but Barca's defense, especially Count, holds firm. Garcia makes some good saves. Minute 67, Rashford again. This time, a stunning strike from just outside the box, a fizzing, dipping shot, catching the underside of the bar and in. 2-0. That basically took the wind out of Newcastle's sails. After that, Newcastle continued to fight. Substitutions, bringing fresh legs, pushing forward. They pressured the Barca defense, but Barca's composure and experience showed. In the 90th minute plus, Anthony Gordon pulls one back for Newcastle. A cross from Jacob Murphy. Gordon connects, albeit a scruffy shot, but enough power to beat Joan Garcia. 2-1. They pressed for an equalizer, but time ran out. Final whistle comes. Barcelona win. A Marcus Rashford, Barcelona, x2. First by header, second by long-range shot. Anthony Gordon, Newcastle, very late, consolation goal. Newcastle had several dangerous chances in the first half. Barnes nearly scored. Crossbox work, etc. A Garcia, Barcelona GK, made important saves, particularly against Barnes. Also some block shots, deflected crosses, Newcastle forced corners, but finishing betraying them. There was no red card or penalty awarded in this game. Dan Burn was booked early, possibly lucky not to get a red for a tackle on count. VAR didn't intervene with a card upgrade. A Rafinha's free kick early in the first half, over the bar. And Newcastle also earned some wide free kicks, corners, dangerous situations, though not converted. Match statistics, general picture. Category Newcastle United Barcelona. Possession out control strong early. More pressure. Looked dangerous in first half, grew into the match. Gained control after first goal. Shots, on target, off target. Several good attempts. Some off target. Some well saved, fewer early, but more quality after 60 minutes. Defensive solidity made mistakes, especially in finishing and allowing Rashford room solided back after lead. Managed game well. Momentum swings. Newcastle had momentum early. Barcelona stole it and turned it late, took advantage of moments. Clinical. Left-pointing magnifying glass, critical thoughts. Newcastle's inability to score in the first half was costly. They created but did not finish. If just one of those chances had gone in, the match could have swung the other way. Barcelona's Rashford was the difference. 2 moments of high quality. 1 clinical header. 1 scream of a long shot. He showed composure and delivered when it mattered. On discipline, the Burn tackle could have changed things had it been red, but the referee left it as a yellow, and that decision maybe helped Barcelona keep defensive structure. The late Gordon goal showed Newcastle's fighting spirit. But by that point, Barca had already managed the game well enough to close it out. Barcelona win 2-1. Rashford with the brace wins it for them. Newcastle can be proud. They gave everything. They dominated parts. But tonight, finishing was the difference. If you enjoyed this review, don't just click next. Hit like, subscribe to Sports G-Spot, drop a comment. What was your favorite moment of the match? Also, tell me, do you think Burns should have been sent off? Do you believe Newcastle deserved more? I'll be reading your thoughts. Until next time, I'm waiting. Keep the passion alive. Keep loving the beautiful game.